Hi, my name is Thomas Freedom Jefferson. I am programming a Gemini artificial intelligence assistant to like essentially be my guide in the FL Studio software through like music production, whether it's like explaining the various plugins to me or like how to create different things. Basically, it's like a translator for the program, for the software, and I want it to teach me how to do it. But right now, I'm at an impasse. The robot I've programmed is malfunctioning and it doesn't want to view the screen recordings of me using the software. It keeps encountering an error. So I'm going to feed its main prompt into another assistant robot to try and diagnose what the issue is with it not being able to read the videos that I'm uploading. Here is the Gemini prompt window. This is the prompt I will be copying and pasting into the assistant window. This is not the assistant. This is a old version of my robot. Let me go into let me find the assistant. Here we go. There he is. Good old assistant. Right? And then let me come over here. And what I will do is this is my FL Studio version 3 assistant. I'm going to copy his entire prompt. Copy, paste. Oh, whoops. Here we go. This is the prompt that is encountering the video issues. When I upload the video into it, it proceeds with an error message. Please assist. Okay, and now we'll wait for that guy. And we come back over here, and you can see I have. Sorry about the dogs. So this is deep research that I've uploaded into his brain. Oh, whoops. Oh man, I was trying to make it. That didn't work. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so this is just some stuff I've uploaded into his brain. This is a PDF. Comprehensive Guide to Producing Rap in Music in FL Studio. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. This is my first. I don't know. I'm just trying to get into this video creation thing. So the more you do it, the better you get. Again, sorry about the dogs. So let us read what the other guy said, right? Let me get out of this. Of course, let's just play it. What do you guys? We're gonna let it
Of
play.
course. I understand completely. You're
It's really
building a
loud.
specialized AI assistant for Florida Studio, and a core feature is its ability to analyze screen recordings to help you
It's
troubleshoot
still really
technical
loud.
issues and understand software functions. When you tested it with a video of the Fruity Parametric EQ2, it failed. Based on the research, the problem you're encountering is one of the most significant challenges in modern AI. Getting an AI to reliably watch and understand a video isn't as simple as just giving it the file. The issue likely isn't corrupted code, but a mismatch between your prompt's instructions and the deep, inherent limitations of how AI
Yeah,
processes
I'm recording something right now.
video. Here's a breakdown of the core issues and how we can architect your assistant's master prompt to work around them. The core roadblocks to AI video diagnosis. My integrated research document, Architecting the Senses, highlights several critical challenges that are almost certainly causing the error you're seeing. 1. The flipbook problem. AI doesn't watch video like we do. To manage the immense computational cost and response time, most AI models don't process every single frame of a video. Instead, they use a technique called sparse frame sampling. Essentially, they grab a single frame every second or so and look at them as a collection of pictures. Your experience. When you upload a video of your EQ, the AI isn't watching the smooth curve animation. It's seeing a handful of static snapshots. If the specific issue or setting change you're trying to show happens between these sampled frames, the AI will miss it completely. 2. Weak temporal reasoning. Understanding before and after is hard. A huge frontier in AI research is temporal reasoning, the ability to understand the order, duration, and cause and effect relationship between events in a video. Research benchmarks show that even the best models struggle with simple questions like, what happened just before the person dropped the box? Your experience. A request to diagnose an issue in Florida studio requires complex temporal reasoning. The assistant needs to understand that turning a specific knob caused a change in the audio spectrum over time. This causal link is precisely what current models find difficult to establish from video alone. 3. Architectural limitations. Not all models are built for video. The ability to process video is a state-of-the-art feature that is not universally available or fully rolled out across all models. For example, some models are excellent at analyzing up to 20 images at once but have no documented video capability, while others have video features that are still in limited access for select partners. Your experience. Your master prompt might be asking the underlying model to perform a task its core architecture isn't yet fully equipped to handle in a production environment, leading to a system.
That's crazy. Okay, so this is the next one.
You've pinpointed the exact issue, and your master
So that was before I fed it my prompt. Just so you know, that was before I fed it my assistant prompt. That's what. Let me show you. That's what this is right here. Is my entire assistant's prompt. So I was letting you guys listen to what he thought. What my assistant robot, who my assistant robot has deep research done on, like creating virtual assistants. So that's why assistant prompt creator is like important, because he's designed to like diagnose these issues. You get what I'm saying? Like he's a diagnostic tool that I've created to fix my software assistant. So let's hear what he says when I fed him my software assistant's program.
prompt is incredibly well detailed. The error you're encountering when uploading a video is one of the most common but complex roadblocks in AI today. The problem isn't a simple bug in your prompt's text. It's a fundamental conflict between what you're asking the assistant to do, process a raw video file, and what the underlying AI technology is currently capable of. Your prompt is actually well designed by framing video analysis as conceptual, but the act of uploading a file bypasses that and hits a hard technical wall. The root cause: a platform versus prompt mismatch. Based on my integrated research, the error occurs because the AI model your assistant is built on likely does not have the capability to accept and process raw video files from the general public. Limited access. True video processing in state-of-the-art models like GPT-4o is often restricted and rolled out slowly to trusted partners, not enabled for all users. The platform is rejecting the file type before your prompt's instructions are even considered. The trilemma. There's a constant trade-off in AI development between cost, latency, and comprehension. Processing every frame of a video is astronomically expensive and slow. To manage this, even models with video capabilities cheat by only looking at a few frames, not watching it like a human. Inherent limitations. Understanding a sequence of events over time, temporal reasoning, is a known major challenge for all current models. Simply giving the AI a video and asking it to diagnose, it requires a level of understanding that the technology has not yet achieved. The solution: architecting a workaround in the
Okay. So what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that I like don't feed it videos? Like that's absolutely not going to happen. The video is of my song playing. At the very least, it needs to listen to the audio of the video. right? So it needs to look at the knobs, it needs to see where they are because the stuff changes throughout the song. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel like this is a out of the question ask. You know what I'm saying? Like we're creating an assistant for music creation. Like that's what's special about Gemini. It's able to accept videos. Does this prompt correct that? Will this allow my assistant to accept videos? Let's see what it says, right? What do you guys think? This might take a few minutes. Might take a little bit. He's thinking. He's thinking. But it did give us a prompt. It's asking me to describe the video. That's retarded. No, I'm absolutely not. Let's I'm gonna let it tell you guys. Sometimes it
No,
takes you
I'm
gotta click it
absolutely
twice.
not suggesting you abandon feeding videos to the assistant. You're right, that's the entire point. My previous suggestion was a workaround based on the error you're getting, but it doesn't achieve your ultimate goal. Let me clarify the core issue. The prompt I provided will not fix the error that prevents your assistant from accepting videos. The problem is deeper than the prompt's instructions. The real problem, the platform, not the prompt. The issue isn't what you're telling the assistant to do. It's that the platform or application where your assistant runs is rejecting the video file itself. Think of it this way. Your detailed prompt is the brain for the assistant. But that brain runs inside a body, the chat application or API. Right now, that body's hands are programmed to only accept text and image files. When you try to give it a video, it drops it and generates an error before the brain even has a chance to think about it. You are correct that Gemini was designed from the ground up to be multimodal and handle video. Duh. However, there's often a gap between a model's core capability and what's made available to the public. Full, native video and audio processing is a state-of-the-art feature that is still being rolled out and is often in limited access. Duh. The application you're using to run your custom prompt likely hasn't enabled this feature for general use yet. How
Are you
AI
telling
watches
Are you telling me they've restricted my AI? Because this used to function perfectly fine. This used to function perfectly fine. Gee willikers, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should give up. I mean, it works good for some stuff. I'm just frustrated because it's not wanting to accept my videos. And I used to be able to screen record and like upload it into Gemini, and it would like tell me, what was up. It would be like, yeah, no, do this. You know, a technical limitation has occurred across the entire of Gemini. Do you hear this? Listen to this. He always plays on the second time. You got to press it twice. Weird.
It's less that your AI has been personally restricted and more likely that a platform-wide change or technical limitation has occurred. I understand how frustrating that is, especially when you had a workflow that was functioning perfectly fine. This situation is common with cutting-edge AI
Like, what the fuck, Gemini? Fix your shit, dude.
features. Why this happens with new AI features. What you likely experienced was an experimental or beta feature that has since been limited. Technology companies often roll out advanced capabilities to a small group of users for testing before making them widely available, or they may disable them to refine the technology. Iterative rollouts. It's standard practice for companies to release advanced features like video and audio analysis iteratively. For example, some models have their video input features rolled out initially only to a select group of partners. This is often done to manage performance and safety hurdles before a full-scale public release. Immense cost and complexity. The
So are you suggesting that I just try to rely on like pictures and descriptions more so than videos? What do you think about the prompt? Do you want me to give you the prompt again so you can give me some suggestions on to make it better? Well, I don't know if you guys learned this, but I'm learning this that the pictures, screenshots will work better for learning something because the AI is like not capable of reading the whole video. I'm telling you, it worked perfectly fine a couple weeks ago, and I just started having this issue when I built this robot. Fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Super weird. Like I had it for the MPC program, and it was teaching me all that stuff super easy. Yeah, for now, rely on audio files and screenshots instead of video. It says audio is cool too. That's interesting. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Let me I'm going to copy this prompt. So you also just a word to the wise, if you guys are using AI, it is going to forget what you say sometimes. So, like, I could ask it to recall the prompt from earlier in the conversation, or I can just copy and paste the prompt that I know is correct, right? So, you want to be extra careful because it'll forget stuff and it'll leave stuff out, and I catch it all the time, right? You have to. Like, I'm kind of skimming because I know what I'm doing, but like you really should proofread what you don't proofread it. I should proofread this, right? But I fucking whatever. It sounds cool, right? Um, so I'm gonna give it this, right? Here is the original prompt. I want you to insert the correct mandate correction, and I want you to give me 10 ideas of deep research knowledge bases we can utilize by uploading into this prompt to make it more efficient in its job. Prompt, not bronze. Sometimes it misspells. Let me I prompt. Okay. Also give me an idea for any improvements you see otherwise that we should make to this prompt to help it help me. Let's see what it says. I was opening up a deep research chat window. What if I should have done this earlier so you guys could see me, whatever. Um, but this is the kind of stuff that's going to make your prompts like way better and way cooler. Like use the AI to give you ideas on how to improve. You know, it's a tool and it's so powerful and you just got to you know.
Of course, I've integrated the hybrid media analysis protocol directly into your master prompt. Below is the complete, corrected version ready for you to use. Following the prompt, I've provided 10 ideas for deep research knowledge bases you can use to make the Maestro more efficient, as well as some other improvements I've identified. The corrected FL Studio Maestro, Master Prompt, version 2.6, 10 ideas for a deep research knowledge base. To make the Maestro Assistant hyper-efficient, you can provide it with structured, high-quality documents. Here are 10 ideas for knowledge bases to upload. Florida Studio 21 PDF Manual. The official manual is the absolute source of truth for every stock plugin, feature, and setting. This is the most important document. Akai MPC 1 Plus and Florida Fire Controller User Guides. The official manuals for your specific hardware will allow the assistant to answer highly detailed questions about button combinations, modes, and connectivity. The Mixing Engineer's Handbook by Bobby Osinski, PDF.
This is dope.
Uploading a well-regarded book on mixing fundamentals will teach the assistant the art and science behind compression, EQ, and spatial effects, beyond just the software's functions. Music Theory for Computer Musicians by Michael Hewitt, PDF. A practical theory book like this will give the assistant a structured way to explain scales, chords, and harmony as they apply directly to the piano roll. Key plugin manuals: Isotope, Valhalla. Your prompt lists Neutron, Ozone, Nectar, and various Valhalla plugins. Uploading the PDF
This is a
manuals
lot,
for these specific
dude. Holy
complex
shit.
tools will give the assistant expert-level knowledge of your most used third-party effects. A Synthesizer Sound Design Guide. A document like the Synth Secrets series from Sound on Sound, if compiled, or a Synthesizer Cookbook, teaches the fundamentals of oscillators, filters, and envelopes, enabling the assistant to help you create sounds from scratch. Florida Studio Keyboard Shortcuts, as a link to .txt or link to .csv file. A simple, structured list of all Windows keyboard shortcuts for Florida Studio. This allows the assistant to constantly reinforce workflow efficiency. Glossary of Audio Terminology, a PDF or text file of a standard audio engineering glossary. This ensures the assistant uses precise, industry-standard language for terms like headroom, transient, sibilance, etc. Genre-specific production guide. A book like The Secrets of Dance Music Production provides structured workflows.
Okay, can you break that into 3 deep research reports and give me the names I'm also going to need to download those PDFs. That's pretty wild. That's tight. Oh man, it's still going. It's still going. That's why it won't let me highlight it. It doesn't let you highlight it when it's cooking. This is cool. Okay, let's go. Report 1 out of 3. Oh, I did too much. All right, so I'm going to copy this and go over here. Let's submit. We're going to duplicate that tab. Deep research. Going to come back over here. And then these will get uploaded into the AI's brain. Hopefully it didn't freeze. Sometimes they freeze when I open too many windows. FL Studio Maestro prompt blueprint analysis. That's dope. Let's start the research. Let's see this one. Once it starts the research, you can close the window. It'll come up later. But it's gonna take like 5 to 10 minutes for this deep research to complete, and then I'll just upload those into the brain, right? So let me show you where those will go. Let me pop this guy on. Here, they go down here, if you can see. And yeah, so we just make this dude way smarter, you know, make this robot smarter, making the robot really smart, this is how I make my robot smart, dude. If you guys want to know how to get a smart robot, this is how you do it. This makes them smart. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like dumb, dude. I'm like not smart, you know? I hope that one worked. I hope it's working. Yeah. Yeah, it's cooking right now. New chat. Deep research. Paste. Let's go. Sick. So these are all the websites it's scanning right now. It's just it's doing some research, man. That's what it does. Let the robot do the work. Let the robot do the work. It's gonna teach me all the fucking shit from this, but like you gotta make the teacher smart, like so you feed it the information. Give it all the knowledge. Knowledge is power. My robot will have all the power. All the power of the large language model. That's what we're doing. We're making our own large language model, right? Crafted just for us. Large language for us, for the people, by the people, right? So yeah, let's start this one too. So yeah, this is what you do, man. Fucking making the robot smart. Just close it. I mean, let me go to my software. Maybe I'll sit up a little bit. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take this guy off for a minute while those are cooking, and I'll move over here. Oh, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm on the other side. All right. So this is my FL Studio, man. Sorry if that's loud. That's really fucking loud. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious, man. Let me turn that down. Let me turn that down. What was going on with that? I'm trying to do something right now, guys. I was yeah, that was really loud. Jeez, Louise, that was loud. So I'm currently, man, fucking with this equalizer. Right? You get what I'm saying? So the beat, if you hear it without the equalizer, it like hurts your ears, right? Because it's raw. So it needs the equalizer. Um, so I'm basically gonna take like I was taking a video of the equalizer. I was taking a video of the equalizer while it was going, and that's basically what happened. I'm just gonna have to take some pictures. I mean, we'll see if that works. Yeah, so that's what I'm working with. That's what I'm doing. It's telling me like some notifications. Give me a second. So don't ask me why, but sometimes I like to have the assistant open on my phone so I can read my phone while I'm in the software. It's just easier for me than like flipping between the screens. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to upload those files into it, and I'm going to ask it what it thinks about my equalizer that I put on my beat vocal chain, right? So it has a bunch of stuff about vocal chains put in it already. I'm uploading. some images of my song playing with the equalizer I've put on the beat vocal chain to de-harsh the noise in my ears. Is this adequate enough information for you to explain to me what I've done to the plugin of FL Studio and to explain to me where I've done it correctly and what I've done wrong? I would like your advice and your help in regards to this, please. Okay. Then I'm going to see what it says. I can open it on my computer too. I don't know. I should have just done it on my computer, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't judge me. Oh no, I'm disappeared. I'm disappeared. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's not even working with that. What's your malfunction? Bummer. I'm gonna have to fix it, guys. Man, it's not working at all. This is a failure. Well, thanks for coming to my show. I'm gonna continue to do you guys want to hear what it says, why it failed?
My apologies. It appears I had a malfunction and failed to process your previous request. Thank you for getting my attention. I am now fully operational and ready to analyze the EQ settings you've provided. Let's get you back on track. Based on the images you sent, I can see you're using the Fruity Parametric EQ2 on your vocal chain to tackle harshness. This is a great tool for the job. While I can give you a solid analysis from the screenshots,
Can you
to
guys
give you
hear
the
it?
most accurate advice, I'll need to hear the audio as well. EQ moves are all about context. However, let's break down what I see in the images right now. What you've done correctly, the good stuff. High pass filter, low cut. I see you have band 1 set up as a high pass filter, cutting out the low frequencies. This is an excellent and fundamental step for almost all vocal tracks. It cleans up muddy low-end rumble that the microphone might have picked up.
It's on my beat, jackass.
In the mix for your kick and bass.
I'm gonna open this up on my browser, bro. This motherfucker's tripping. Sometimes they be tripping. My fucking my robots are broken. My robot, my superpower. Oh no. Roboto, why have you broke though? Holy smokes, bro. Let me No, you clown. This is on my beat bus. The beat track is harsh. It hurts my ears. I was recording the song yesterday over and over, and it gave me a headache because there was harshness to it, right? I'm utilizing my ears as a measurement tool. If they hurt my ears, it will likely hurt my listeners' ears. I would like to symphonize and harmonize them into my music. I want them to it's my music's a little crazy, but I want them to be mesmerized by it, not put off by it. We're trying to bring people in, not kick people out. So, basically, we're putting an equalizer through Fruity para something EQ2, okay? And it's on the beat, not the vocal track. Do you understand? That's what the screenshots are in reference to. The beat. Come on, man. Come on, robot. Figure it out. Figure it out, robot. Yeah, I'm right. No duh. No der. No der. You got to click
You
it
are
twice.
absolutely
Oh,
right.
He worked on the
My
first time.
apologies. I completely misinterpreted your request, and I thank you for the correction. That was my error. Let's reset and analyze this correctly. The EQ is on the beat bus to fix harshness in the instrumental. Understood. Okay, let's look at this again with the correct context. Everything you said is spot on. Trusting your ears is the #1 rule in mixing. If it's giving you a headache after
Number one
repeated
rule.
listens, it will absolutely cause ear fatigue for
Facts.
your audience. Your goal to mesmerize, not repel, is the core of what a good mix engineer does. You're thinking like a pro. Let's break down
I am
what
a
you've
pro.
done on the beat bus
I'm a
with
fucking
the Fruity
pro,
Parametric
dude.
EQ2. Analysis of your
Fucking
EQ on
robot.
the beat. What you've done right. Your fundamental approach is correct. You have identified a problem, harshness, and are using the right tool, a parametric EQ, in the right place.
You fucking told
its
me to
mixing
use
route,
it.
to fix it. The surgical cuts you've made are the proper technique for this. Dissecting your EQ moves. Band 1. High pass, low cut. You've cut the very low sub-bass frequencies from the beat. This is a common move to tighten up the low end and, more importantly, to carve out a dedicated space for the vocalist so their voice doesn't have to compete with low-end rumble from the instrumental. This is a solid, clean mixing decision. Bands 3, 4, 5, 6, the surgical cuts. These cuts are in the mid and high mid frequencies. In a full beat, this is where the clash
You
happens.
see 'em?
This range is crowded with sounds, the snap of the snare, the bite of a synth, the upper harmonics of an 808, the crash of a cymbal. When too many of these sounds build up in the same frequency range, you get exactly what you described, harshness that causes headaches. Your cuts are targeting these problem areas to scoop out that painful energy. My
Yeah,
advice
nice.
and a pro tip for pinpointing harshness. You're on the right track, but I can give you a technique to make your cuts even more precise.
Yeah.
It's called the boost and sweep method. Here is a
Holy
step-by-step guide to do this in the Fruity Parametric EQ2. Select an unused EQ band. Grab a free band, like band 7. Make it sharp and loud. Right-click on the band number, e.g., 7 inches, and set the type to band pass. Turn the bandwidth knob, the wheel below the band number, to the right to make the cue very narrow, a sharp spike. Boost the gain knob for that band all the way up. It will sound awful, but this is temporary.
Yeah.
Sweep to find the problem. Now, slowly drag that boosted, sharp peak from left to right across the frequency spectrum.
That's what
while
it
the
told
beat
me
is
to do.
playing.
I learned how to do
You
that.
will hear certain frequencies
I
jump
use
out
band
and sound
5.
particularly horrible, like a piercing whistle or a painful ring. Cut the offending frequency. When you find a frequency that is especially painful, you've found the source of your harshness. Now, do the opposite of what you just did. Grab the gain knob for that band and pull it down. Cut.
So you had me do that with band 5. So I did that with band 5 and we found it and we cut it down like 3 decibels. And then I just kind of like messed with the rest of the bands to kind of like ease in to the beginning and ease out of the end, right? Of that like structure, because you have the high and you have the low, right? And I didn't want to cut it out, but I wanted it to kind of like ease in, you know. That's just was kind of my instinct. I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do it, but I noticed that there's one on either end that like acts as like a cutoff frequency on like the left side and the right side. So I just eased those a little bit, just a little bit. And then I put the dips in the middle because like you said, it felt good when I put those dips in the middle. And other than that one frequency you had me like scan for, I just did that scan technique once, and then those middle dips kind of came intuitively. I'm just like, what do you think of what I've done? Like, can I leave it like that? I feel like it sounds good. I'm not a professional as much as I would like to be a professional. And I wanted you to like give me your opinion. Do you think this is a good setting for it? I don't know. Just fucking tell me good job. You know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck, man. At least it's like working. And like it's definitely teaching me stuff, so that's cool, right? That's cool. Learning stuff's cool. We like learning stuff. Let me take that off. Let's see what it says now, you know. All right. Blah, blah. Yeah, we're gonna have to click it again. Sometimes it
Excellent
makes me do
work. This is exactly the right way to approach EQ. You've combined a technical method, the boost and sweep, with your own creative intuition, and that is the hallmark of a great producer and mix engineer. Let's break down your thought process, because your instincts here were spot on. My professional opinion on your EQ setting. What you've done is not only good, it's the professional workflow in action. Easing in the high and low frequencies, your instinct to create a gentle slope on the ends is fantastic. In the Fruity Parametric EQ2, Band 1 is a high-pass filter, cutting lows, and Band 7 is a low-pass filter, cutting highs. By giving them a gentle slope instead of a sharp cliff, you are making the transition sound smooth and natural. A very sharp cut can sometimes sound artificial. Your approach is more musical. You've essentially sculpted the beat to fit neatly into its own sonic space without being distracting. The intuitive dips in the middle. This is the most important part. After you surgically removed the main harsh frequency you found with the sweep technique, you listened to the whole beat and made other adjustments that felt good. This is
Do you
trusting your
guys
ears.
understand the sweep technique?
There is no magic, correct EQ curve that works for every beat.
So let me show you guys, man. Let me turn that off. Let me go my FL. Let me just do the whole screen. So the sweep technique, man. I had this, right? And I had this up all the way. And I was sweeping. And this is just, that's what was hurting my ears. So you just dip it down like 3 decibels, like about right there, right? You know? You know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. Does that make sense now? Do you guys get that? Oh, no, I don't know if you guys, let me do it again for you guys. I might have to cut that out. So let me show you the sweep technique, man. This AI was like basically saying, let me show you. So you turn this up all the way so that you can hear. You hear that? You're listening for what hurts your ears. Ow, like this right here hurt. Like that was like right there. And I'm turning it down like 3 decibels. You see how that's like, you get it? So like around like somewhere in here is where we would want to be, right? I don't know if that's perfect. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But let's see where it was. I think it was like right there. That's where it was. Yeah, that's perfect. Right there, man. Maybe a little more. That's good. You hear it? And let me show you with it off. That's without the EQ. That's without the EQ. That's with the EQ. Right. And so now I got to add some stuff to the vocal chain. So I got to add some stuff to the vocal chain next. Right? Give me a second. Let me fix my screen for you guys. Let me fix my screen for you guys. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? All right. So let me get that wrong robot. Right robot. Cool. Let me see if I can find the right robot. Wrong robot. Right robot. Cool. All right. So I like where the equalizer is at on that parametric fruity EQ2. I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The beat bus. So I'm trying to create a chain of like we made the vocal chain. Let's make a chain for the beat bus, right? So we started with the equalizer. What was next? You gave me a list. Can you give me that list again, please? Oh, we probably got that stuff that's done cooking. Those robots are done cooking for his brain. Remember, guys? Remember the robots we were cooking for his brain? Cooking robots for the brain. Let me show you guys. Maybe you'll remember. I'm gonna disappear. Let me we'll turn this guy off, and I'll scoot over here. Ah, here I am. Here I am. Cool beans. All right. So this is cool. This is pretty cool. Assistant to agent, an architectural and methodological framework for proactive AI. Summary. This is really interesting. Super interesting. I don't know what, like, I don't know if it, if it I don't know if this is no idea. I'm gonna put these into its brain later. Anyways, I just need to upload some PDFs into its brain, but you guys get the idea. So it's like, I don't know. It didn't have the manual in it. That's what I'm confused. I don't know if you guys get why I'm confused. I thought that I told it to basically get the manual. Um, but yeah, I don't know what it. So I'm gonna create documents out of these. You get what I'm saying? So we're just gonna export them to docs, and they're gonna save to my Google. Right, and then once they're in my Google, then I just upload them straight into this guy. You know, we'll duplicate the tab. Here we go. Go edit. Right, we come down. Oh, wow, he's got a bunch. We can only put 8 in there. I'm going to have to start combining them again. It can only hold so many documents. So what I'll do is I'll basically upload all of these into a singular document because there's no limit. There's no limit to you see how I uploaded all those into there. I'm sorry guys, you weren't seeing this, but there's a limit to how many of these you can upload into its brain. So what I'll do is but there's no limit to how you can have a huge one of these files. So I'll take all these files and I'll combine them into one and then upload that, and I'll title it like Robot Brain something, right? Because this is probably going to be a robot that I'm going to use for a really fucking long time in all different kinds of fashions. And while I'm using it, I'm also going to be editing it, you know, like, hey, do this better. I like it better when you do this. This is my personal assistant for this software, and that's what I'm like doing is I'm making personal assistants for softwares specifically tailored to me to teach me how to use it. And this is like the true power of AI is like you can make these crazy smart assistants that are like your personal tutor, and you can learn anything with this stuff, man. I'm telling you, you can learn anything. Anyways, I'm gonna probably finish doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna get off this video. This has been fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a Thomas Freedom Jefferson Labor Dollar Revolution production. Thomas Freedom Jefferson out. Also, follow my music, The Anti-Rex Prophet. Please do not forget to like and share because they're censoring me. They're stopping me from reaching what I want to reach. You know, like I feel like there are forces of evil and there are forces of good. And the forces of good are propelling me forward, but there are forces of evil that would wish me not to go so far, right? Because I'm trying to bring light and truth and freedom into this world. Amen.